So after what looked like it was going to close as a pretty nasty down day, bounced off the lows again. If we look at every one of these down candles almost, there's always buyers. We haven't had any really solid, since March really. Everyone that we had a solid one where we've closed on the lows, we've gone up the next day anyway. So it's been very, very tricky to short this market. Only in the downtrend when in February when we had the sell-off did we close on the lows and then keep going lower. So I'm really not feeling like this is any kind of a decent downtrend. And, whichever way I put the fibs, for good reason, we haven't really rolled over. We are in a sideways range still and consolidating. Not easy to short and certainly not easy to long. I've tried a couple of times, including yesterday, and not had much success. Much more success in altcoins, I have to say, that seem to be behaving better. So here we are at the bottom of our sideways range, whichever way we draw the fibs. If we put them from the highs, for example, that we made here in June 2019 to this low, we've reversed at a 61.8. When you do that, you confirm the reversal when you drop under the 50%. So that's where the lows are and that's where we're holding on. If we put our fibs on from this low to this high, this is also the 236 fib from this low to this high. However, underneath here, which we haven't tagged yet, is this daily 200 moving average, and it's kind of logical. This is also the bottom of this wave here, this last, before we went up. So I wouldn't be surprised. We could drop all the way down to this 38.2 level, which would be 7.6 or 7.8, depending on which exchange you're at. Or we could just do a false breakdown, tag this 200 moving average, find our buyers and bounce back up again. And that would mean down to probably around 8,500. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw 8,500. So yeah, just sideways. Now, why might we do one more? I think we're pretty correlated with stocks. I can't see anybody having any big appetite to buy stocks into the weekend, but we should see a trend reversal after the weekend. That tends to happen with 3-day holiday weekends. The trend going into the holiday tends to get reversed afterwards. As we're right at the highs of the S&P and the NASDAQ, maybe that's not such a good thing. So that's where we are with Bitcoin. Really no trend still.